I can eat rappers. I'm cannibal. Cannibalism. That's when you eat your own species.
And you laugh when you say that.
Right. Because she's eating up rappers like a cannibal. It's interesting when I first met this queen right here, Heather B.
Talk to me.
This globe trotter, this world-renowned brand. She was on the rise. She had already put in work, and she put us up on game. At that time, when we first met her, she wasn't a national champion just quite yet.
It was in the making.
It was in the making. At that time, she wasn't a freshman of the year. Were you?
No.
Not quite yet. At that time, she wasn't one of the top 10 follow NIL athletes. Not just yet. At that time, she didn't have over 1 million followers on her account. Not just yet. At that time, she wasn't the first rapper to receive she was the first rapper to receive a gold buzzer on America's Got Talent. She was the first rapper that Jermaine Dupri called me about. Take a look at this.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
We still talk about you to this day because of your success, because of the success of Lotto. It kind of spurred some ideas between me and Jermaine Dupri that's soon to come. I can't tell you how proud I am because of what she represents in this entire time. And she got into the spotlight. She never forgot where she came from. She never forgot who she is. She stood up for representation of black women all over the world. She spoke out loudly and clearly. And even when they tried to hit her with controversy, she knew how to respond properly, did the right thing. She was groomed for this. She's been ready for this. If you go back and look at our interview we did back in 2020, you knew that she was a visionary.
It was in the making.
People talk about manifestation. She does it. I want to welcome her to the show and congratulate her on all that she's accomplished, and her family's here as well.
Yeah.
I want to welcome them as well to the show. Please welcome back FLAU'JAE Johnson. Come on, man.
Thank you.
Looking extra good, too.
Yes. I'm trying.
Gorgeous.
Thank you.
What's changed?
Not too much. You know what I mean? Same routine, different day.
Same routine, different day.
For sure.
It's interesting. I hope people really go back, especially young women, go back, especially young black women, look at the interview we did. You really manifested your life.
Yeah, I did. But it's like, it was manifestation, but it was like already in my head that I was going to do that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it was like I was going to do anything possible to make it happen. So you can manifest it for sure, but when you work right after, it's going to happen.
It's going to happen.
Like
How often you write?
Man, every day. I write every day. I'm recording every day. Like, I really like to just like pull out my notes.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes I just start rapping just to tighten up my skills. So like every day I'm just trying to get better.
That's a dope practice to have.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's so good. Yeah, because it also helps with memorization. You know, people don't realize like you writing, but when you being creative and you already got the memory, it's like muscle memory.
Yeah.
So she has a great practice. A lot of artists don't know that.
Yeah.
You're in a very unique place. You know, I remember when you came up here last time, we were more focused on the WNBA. You know, like, well, what do you think about that? And you said something that never really, I didn't understand when she said it back then, Heather. But you said, I don't know about the WNBA, man. They be short on the bag. I can make more money, you know, at the time you had Johnny with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are your thoughts about that now?
My thoughts like now is like I'm a competitor, you know, so I want to play against the best of the best, and like the WNBA, that's like the best of the best. But I also feel like if I graduate school and like I'm lit in rapping and I'm lit with like NIL, then like I would love to be like drafted and play, but like I would love for the like the WNBA to like go to a new level. You know what I'm saying? Because like, you know, you have to be able to accommodate for superstars. But they have some already, but it's going to be like a new wave of them. So I feel like they just got to up it a little bit.
They got to up it. You represent a new wave. Like, they have to get used to the fact that you're not vying for one career.
Yeah.
You're vying for multiple careers.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of young athletes that are going to walk this same journey that you're walking. may not be able to handle it as well as you have. What is that like when you got people trying to tell you need to focus on basketball or you need to focus on rap?
It's irritating because like I've been doing this my whole life, rapping and playing basketball. Y'all just seeing it now, but I've been doing it my whole life. So I know like if I have a bad game, they're gonna be like, oh man, she been in the studio too much. But like, you know, that stuff is irritating, but it's like I know my work. You know what I'm saying? I know I wake up 5 in the morning, you know what I'm saying, do what I gotta do. So, you know, like it's hard for people to wrap their mind around because when something is new, people don't want to accept it. And they're like, really, they just like, how is this possible? Because I feel like people can't wrap their head around somebody being good at 2 things at one time. Because people don't usually do it. They just focus on one thing. But man, like when you got a love for both and you want to do both, sometimes stuff just fall in line.
There you go, man. FLAU'JAE Johnson is here. We spoke about your father, may he rest in power. I am sure that man is smiling right now.
I hope so.
Absolutely. How's your mother doing with all of this?
Oh, she's doing good. Like, she transitioned into a manager, you know what I'm saying? But she been managing me, but like she really turned into a manager and an agent. She negotiated a lot of my NIL deals with these big brands, so we just, I'm telling you, like, same routine, different day. We have a team now, though, that's really helping us because we realize, like, we cannot do this all by ourselves.
Right.
As we're going up and up and up. But, you know, man, just staying solid. Like, she just really smart. She know how to get what she want and what I deserve. So I feel like it's no better person to manage me than my mama.
Shout out to your mama, man. Mama Jerk. Say her name so people could call her and get you money.
Kia J. Brooks. She gonna be managing other artists soon because boy, they coming.
They coming,
AJ
right?
Brooks.
What about scholastics though? How did your academics sustain doing all of this?
Oh man, it was pretty easy because LSU, like, they give us every resource we need to be successful. Like, we got mandatory study hall, so like. And me, like, I got this thing in my head, like, but I know I'm trying to cut up all week, so I need to make sure I finish all my schoolwork on Monday. You know what I'm saying? So Monday gonna be my rest day, so I get all my school done. So the rest of the day I don't gotta do, like, the rest of the week I don't have to do nothing. You know what I'm saying? So I try to do that. But man, LSU, they just give us so many resources. I got a great academic advisor, Miss Carol, and they just really be on us.
First championship ever?
Yeah.
For LSU?
Man.
Wow. Do y'all walk around the campus like gods?
I'm about to.
Hey, you better talk your shit. Come on, you should.
I love that.
Nah, but like me personally, like I'm the type of person like they were trying like I'm trying to stay in class, like I'm trying to walk around campus, be in the quad, like I'm trying to be with the people, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I'm that type of person. So, you know, I feel like it's gonna be a little different going back after, like, you know, really like winning that championship. But I feel like it's still gonna be the same. Like, they love us in Baton Rouge.
Word,
Come on, man.
Man, they love us. So like, you know, it's just gonna be business as usual. I'll be on my little scooter though. I'll be out the way for
You
sure.
be out the way?
Yeah.
I love it, man. Got the Wayne t-shirt on, right? We'll talk about
Let's
that
go.
momentarily, HB.
I want to say that I think that you are great at more than just 2 things. And you mentioned music, obviously, and mentioned basketball. But I want to add the fact that the way you have carried yourself, you have, man, we so proud of you.
Thank you.
We so proud of you.
Thank you.
I remember those 3 years ago when you came in here like just a spirited young lady, and to watch you continuously grow and handle yourself, your academics, the championship, media, everything was so much,
man.
so much grace.
Yeah.
And so, like, almost like standing on your faith and foundation. I saw all the things, and I was like, that's why I hugged you so tight.
Yeah.
When you came in here, because I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
And I want you to know that it is women of all ages watching you and rooting you and supporting you because you represent us.
Yeah.
You really do. And I'm not giving you any extra responsibility. It's just that the way you have handled yourself just made us all so proud, and it makes us proud. So you have a support system. Just please be reminded of that on some of the tough days that this industry tries to deal us. You know, you got people messing with you heavy.
Yeah.
All right.
I realized that too, cause like, you know, kids be in my DM like, FLAU'JAE, you just inspired me so much how you doing 2 things at once, and you so positive, and you make me stay right on my academics. I was like, whoa, like, you know, that's like a responsibility. You know what I mean, for these kids, cause they seeing something like they never seen before. They were like, she rap and she play basketball and she go to school.
Cool.
Like,
Yes.
they like, I could do that. I could do anything. You know.
That's
so
the thing. Yeah.
you know, I just like, man, like that made me stay on my toes too. You know what I'm saying? That made me, because I'm like, damn, like, I got a chance to change how a whole generation think.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So we're doing what I do, so I just try to keep it positive.
As a woman, too.
As a woman, as a black woman, too. Come on, you recognize what she said. I got the power to change a whole generation. I damn near teared up when you said
For real, but
It's true, though.
Yeah.
It's true, though.
Yeah.
It's true, though, because I see how many people I already touched, and I'm only 19. So, like, you know.
Oh, shit.
Young as hell.
When you said 19,
But
I
that's
apologize.
what I mean. She came up here at 16 years old.
Yeah.
You was
And
only 16 when you came in?
Yeah, and she already had this grace and this
I
poise.
told you I was in high school.
You
She
didn't
was,
tell
she,
me.
see, I'm telling you, on fire. And to continue that, this is, people don't realize how tough it can be, man.
I mean, you said it, Billy. Faith and foundation. The confidence just oozes from you, FLAU'JAE. And I feel like it's tethered to something way bigger than you. I know that you're a spiritual person, that oftentimes you'll reference John 6:6. For those who are unfamiliar, can you share that scripture and what it means to you?
Yeah, so John 6:6, it says, he said this to prove to him, for he himself knew what he would do. And that was the story of when the disciple was following Jesus, and they was like, we don't have no food. How you gonna make all this fish? And you know, and so had the barrels, and it was like only a little bit, and it was 5,000 people following him. And he said, they was doubting him, so he said, I will prove this to you, if I know what I'm gonna do. So that's like a confidence verse. Like, I write it on my wrist every time I play. So it's like, you know, have that confidence. You know what you can do. Show them what you can do. You know what I mean? But I think I got a new Bible verse though, because that one is like, I like to like prove. So he himself knew what he could do, but it's like now I have to like prove myself right, not prove them wrong. You know what I mean? So that's kind of the lane I want to be on for a mental standpoint.
From a mental standpoint.
What's the difference to you?
Oh man, because basketball is so mental, and it's like if I'm putting all this energy to prove y'all wrong, I'm proving y'all wrong. No, like I'm gonna just prove God right. I'm gonna just prove myself right. Like you know what I'm saying? So I don't have to prove y'all wrong. I don't owe that to y'all. I just owe it to God. So I think that's the mindset I want to look at it from, because then I'll be trying to please people.
Right.
It's like that.
I had to look at your team. Damn, I'm trying to go through your training.
Yeah, bruh.
How did you get here?
Tighten up, Sway.
I ain't know.
5 a.m. wake up calls.
Tighten up, brother.
That might not happen.
Push-ups and sit-ups, too.
That might not happen either. Mike Muse, you want to jump in?
Yeah, FLAU'JAE, I have tons of questions. But
Wait. It's just FLAU'JAE.
FLAU'JAE, sorry.
Yeah, it's okay.
Tons of questions, but I'm just curious. I'm obsessed with this LSU women's basketball team.
As you should.
And I think you guys are so transformative to women's college basketball, which will ultimately be transformative to the WNBA altogether.
Right.
There has been a lot of exciting female college basketball players as individuals that have gone on to the WNBA and have been superstars, but I've never seen a collective front of an entire team that is exciting and superstars. How do you think about your team? And do you see you guys being that transformative team in college basketball, women's basketball?
Man, I think that, well, I didn't see it coming like this. I knew I'm like, bro, I knew how it was gonna go, but I didn't know it was gonna go like this. And that's how you know it's something God written out. But man, when you got people on the team with big personalities, like real hoopers, like you could take the superstardom away from everything. But when you got dogs, you know what I'm saying? That's hooping, that come from where we come from, like it's gonna happen because we're so excited to watch. And then we got a coach that's jumping up and down on the sidelines acting crazy. So you know we got that same energy. You know what I mean? Like we got that energy. And so Coach Moki just let us be ourselves. But I remember we had this meeting, she told me, she was like, she had to let us know, like, I'm the alpha dog though. Like, you know what I'm saying? I know it's a lot of personalities, but I'm the alpha. But she let us be us. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she don't put no ceilings on what we can do. And I think that what it was in college basketball. Like, it was strict. Like, girls don't say nothing. You just hoop, make a shot, and go back on defense.
Yeah.
Nah, we gonna hoop, make the shot, talk trash, then get back on defense. You know what I mean? So I think, like, that's the difference. And with the era of social media, it just make things more amplified.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I think the NWA can be popular. And I think it can get to the point where you guys start getting the contracts of the men's NBA basketball, but because you have so many exciting players and teams in men's basketball, that's what propels the NBA. I think that what you guys are about to do is about to be on the precipice of changing the WNBA for that. I'm curious, you mentioned dogs and personalities, and I totally agree with it. I think women's recruiting for college women's basketball needs to change. I'm curious, what are your thoughts on that to get more players like the LSU players that has street ball personality and who goes out the conventional norms, what we typically see for women's collegiate basketball players?
I can't lie, sometimes like it's just in you, and like everybody ain't gonna be like that, because like I feel like a few are chosen, and then like the chosen ones, it kind of rubs off on everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Like you playing with somebody that's so confident, you gonna get that confident. Like you know how Michael Jordan, like he made his teammates better. Like
I do that here. But go ahead.
That's how it is.
We'll talk
And
privately.
I don't know if it's in recruiting, because you gotta think like some dogs can't be tamed. So that's a thing. Like I'm not dealing with all of that.
That's
you know what I
real.
mean? So you know, like I feel like you got to be in the right situation, right team, right coach, right players. Like that's why it's nothing like you can pinpoint, because you got some hoopers, but they just not exciting. They not. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I feel like now the younger kids, they gonna realize that I could talk myself, I could be myself on
And
the
that's
court,
what I'm talking
and
about.
that's where the change is gonna come.
Word.
You know what I mean? Like
That's what I'm talking about.
that's
All
where
right.
the change is gonna come, and then it's more media attention on women's basketball now. So it's gonna be amazing, especially if we keep pouring into it as well.
Yeah.
Absolutely,
With our
man.
platform.
FLAU'JAE Johnson is here, man. She is here. You doing the full ride, the full 4 years?
Yeah, oh yeah,
Let's
You doing the
get
full
it.
4 years?
big 4 years,
Come on.
Big foul.
As you should.
as I should.
There's more money in NIL
Most definitely.
than going into WNBA.
Yeah.
None of y'all should leave.
Wow.
All right.
I love college, so
You love college. You mentioned media. How challenging has it been for you navigating media?
oh man. I thought I had it under wraps.
Okay.
Right? I'm like, I've been on the rap game, you know what I'm saying? I went through all of that, been on America's Got Talent. But that was all like good media. You know what I'm saying? Like, they love me. And then I drop a video and they hate me. And I'm like, oh my God. Like, like just navigating all that negativity. I was like,
How do you do it?
bro, like, you read it and then like, you just look at it and you laugh at it. Because like, you took your time out today. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got a million other things you could be doing, but you take your time out today to think about me, say something negative about me, or doing trying to build a negative energy towards me. But that's just how I know I'm going up, because like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
you want that attention from me. You know what I mean? And like, I almost be responding, and I be like, Fla, don't even say nothing. But like, it's hard to navigate, because like, somebody always saying something about you, like, it just,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
you know
hard.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's hard.
And you're
but, like,
19.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I just like, bro, I don't too much respond to it, or I just get off social media. Like, it's something that's inevitable.
Okay. FLAU'JAE Johnson is here, man. We're going to play the new single. It's called Big 4 Anthem, and
Let's
continue this
go.
conversation. It's from the upcoming EP, Best of Both Worlds. You did a distribution deal with EQ under Jay-Z's Rock Nation.
Yeah.
You got a whole lot to prove.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that up next. Sway the Morty,
Yeah.
Save 4-5. Come on, man. Big 4 Anthem. That's out right now. FLAU'JAE Johnson is here.
Yeah, buddy.
She's a LSU champion. And she's an MC. Little different now, though. Different arena. You know what I mean? Just little, got some dues to pay almost, right? You paid dues over the years, but now the thing about when you sign these kind of deals, like with a Jay-Z or name some folks, Interscope Records, TDE Records, then people you got everybody's attention now. They watch the clock like it's ticking backwards, right? And tell, well, what is she gonna do with it? Well, I want to know your plan. What's your plan with this distribution deal?
Yeah. Well, when I signed this distribution deal, I just knew that it would be dope being under the Rock Nation umbrella. That I would be able to like own my masters and have creative control. So like, if I wanted to like license and sync them, I can do anything that I wanted to do with them. And so I think like that was the most important thing for me, having that creative control. Because I was young when I signed the deal.
Yeah.
And I was like, I went in there and I was like, y'all need to give me $1 million or I ain't signed. But then they was like, Fly, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you 16, 17, like, we want you to mature, we want you to be, because we put you in this deal, like, we're gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like, they knew how I worked, so they wanted to give me that freedom. That's why I really respect and love EQ, because they really gave me the platform to do it on my own and see how things work and be my own boss, own my masters, have creative control, roll out my marketing, you know what I'm saying? So that was the goal when I signed that deal, like, just to really evolve. And I feel like I've been doing that, but now I get to do it like on a bigger level because I got more eyes on me.
What's your platform called? What's your company called? Is it, you have a company name?
Oh, yeah. My label is FLAU'JAE Entertainment.
Okay.
It's after my dad, Camouflage, and my mom's been running it, her and G. And so, man, we just been doing this thing on our own, trying to really push using social media, you know, advertisement and things like that. And it's been happening slowly but surely.
So the objective is to make sure you push your career forward, you know, set that foundation, and then FLAU'JAE Entertainment will, at that point, sign other artists?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely, yeah.
All right. Now, you got this T-shirt on. You wearing, what's this, Wayne Full Circle, what's that, the Carter 4?
Yeah.
Anniversary. And did Wayne give you that?
Nah, I just went and bought it. I seen it in the store, and I was like, it's Wayne, like, and it say 4 on it, so I had to go get it.
What did Wayne say about you?
Man, he was like, bro, your flow is bananas. And I was like, what? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's Wayne.
That's Wayne.
That's Wayne. You signed
Like,
to Jay, and Wayne telling you your flow is
Crazy.
bananas.
That, like, we not talking about one of the loves. We talking about the love.
Yeah,
Like, we
yeah.
talking about one of the greatest of all time. That right there was like, Flaw, you got it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got it, Flaw. Like, stop tripping. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, I feel like in this time, you always need them confidence boosters. Like, and when you playing basketball, you got games where, okay, that was a confidence boost. But you don't really have, in the music industry, you don't really have no confidence boosters unless you know your people telling you, like, you know what I'm saying, you hard. But when somebody that's been in it, is a legend in it, done did greatness in it, tells you that, it's like, okay, this ain't nothing that I'm making up in my head. Like, I'm not delusional no more. I'm really, you know what I'm saying? Everybody see it now. So it's that type of thing. And man, that's just an honor for me. Yeah. It's an honor for me.
Those are the things that you have to remember on them social media days.
Yes.
Those negative comment days. You revert back to stuff like that.
Right back to it.
Yeah, but Tyler Perry once told us here, he was like, you never see the moon come down and bark back at the dog. Dogs will bark at the moon all day long. The moon don't never drop down, come off his space.
Pedestal,
and bark back. And it's like, I'm reminded of that sometimes. We all are, because I really believe it's a test sometimes. You're on that road to greatness, your road walking in your purpose. They're going to try to get at you, you know, but you got Wayne and different people, you know, confirming it, you know, letting you know. People that wait a lifetime for that, and you receiving it early.
Yeah, that was my thing. Like,
it was in the making.
it was in the
making.
I'm going to keep saying that. Don't
Oh,
worry.
that's going to be the next
I
song.
had a shirt like that.
It was in the making.
She saw it early.
Damn, that's a hook for a song.
Fact.
Right.
Let us know.
Playing that seed. Playing that seed.
Do you really? So you don't really, you're 19. You don't really have time for a social life outside, or is your work?
It's kind of my work, my social life. Because I like people. Like, I make friends every day. You know what I mean? Like, I make friends with my fans. Like, I'm really, like, sociable. Like, I love meeting new people. I love creating genuine bonds. Like, I'm not one of them people that's like, nah. But, like, I know how to, like, read people, too. I got spiritual discernment. So, like, once I already feel your vibe off, you know what I'm saying, I'm out of there. But I like to meet new people. I like to make friends. Like,
yeah. Spiritual discernment. Damn, I gotta use that. I'm just all ears and learning from you right now. You know, it's different though, too, because you know, I feel like at 19 you don't deal with a lot of the hang-ups we might have dealt with coming up in rap music. You know, you're getting your flowers. When we were coming up, you didn't get instant flowers like that, right? You don't see the same ceilings we saw, you know, where you could do all of these different things together.
Yeah.
Be a student, you know, and every one of them is equally as important to you.
it's because it's hard. Like, well, I was just talking to my mom. I was like, bro, like, I need a break. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and she was like, this is why it's never been done before, because it's hard to do. But, like, you get fueled by that motivation and then you can do anything. You know what I mean? Like, I run off motivation.
Yeah.
And then when I don't have no more motivation left, I run off that discipline. So, like, when you can keep it going, you can keep that consistency, bro, that motivation gonna come back because you motivated that you even being consistent.
Yeah.
And you doing good habits. So I think that, bro, like, that motivation, like once you get that little spark, hold on to it for as long as you can. And then when it burn out, just keep being disciplined. That's how I think I keep going, because I realize now what I'm doing has never been done. So I'm like, okay, Fla, well, you ain't got nothing to worry about because you creating the blueprint. Like,
there you go.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't mess up because nobody's done it.
Yeah.
So it's that thing for me. That's what really keep me in sync, for real.
I love it, man.
And I love it too. Sorry, go ahead, Sway.
No, I was just gonna say FLAU'JAE Johnson is here.
I love it too, because I think you talk about a new way of getting things done. For me, hearing y'all talking about staying in school, like, and finishing it out, like, man, I'm from a generation, like, if anything pop off, I'm leaving college.
Yeah.
Well, no matter what it is, it's just so different.
Yeah.
And to hear women, well, I'm finishing, but obviously it's prosperous, but at the same time, you can't help but make connections in college. You can't help but get educated in college. You can't help but travel, especially what they doing at a level, and it's helping build ideas and build her corporation and the future things that's coming your way. So I love that I'm also hearing, I'm finishing school.
Yeah,
like, I'm in there.
Man, like, this is what I realized. Like, the ball gonna stop bouncing. I'm gonna graduate from LSU. I ain't gonna be able to get nothing from LSU. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, so the time that I'm here, I'm gonna use every resource that I possibly can.
Absolutely.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? Like, to build for my future. I'm not gonna be playing basketball for the rest of my life. I could rap for the rest of my life. I don't wanna do that either. Like, I want to own a record label. I want to help kids in like the sports, you know what I'm saying? Come up and show them how to do it the way that I did it, and try to give them a platform to build their brand. Like, I want to do that. So I'm using these resources. I just told my friend, like, I'm switching my major. Like, I want to be an entrepreneur, so I need to take entrepreneur classes. I want to be a businesswoman. I need to take business classes. You know what I'm saying? So I think, like, using everything I can while I'm there, bro, like, it's just gonna put me, like, I'm a catapult over my competition, because, like, you don't have that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And she gonna leave with no student loan debt.
Come on, man. No student loan debt, man. That's the biggie. Yo, me and Mike just smiling at each other.
I just can't believe it. Like, you're so fascinating to watch. Like, you're a superstar, a national champion, but yet in the music industry, you're still a new artist.
Yeah.
But the poise you have, you are selling yourself, and I'm so interested in your music.
Yeah.
Like, I wish more like new artists or emerging artists had the type of ability to sell themselves and their music, to be interested in it. But I'm curious about that. Like, what is your POV? Because you're a superstar, because you're a national champion, because you're in school, and I love how you said you love meeting people, so you're always talking and gathering information.
Yeah.
What is the POV for your rap? Like,
man, like, just my day-to-day, like, you know what I'm saying? And that's why I think it's so cool, because I'm not rapping about nothing I'm not doing. I can't go out there and say, I'm finna shoot 'em up, bang, bang, baby. I'm in college. Like, I'm not in the streets. You know what I mean? Like, I can't say, you know what I'm saying, I'm shaking this and I'm popping it. I'm not doing that. I'm on the court. You know what I mean? So just taking real life experiences from what I do and who I am, like, I can't fake it. And I feel like in that way you can't miss, because people love originality. You know what I'm saying? They love that because they can relate to it. Like, you know if something real and you know if something fake. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's why, like, I used to get mad because, like, I was like, people not gonna understand my subject matter. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not gonna get it. They probably gonna think it's corny. But now it's like, they like, bro, this is real. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love this. Like, I can relate to this. Like, you know what I mean? So, you know, I was like, who is my target audience? But I'm like, bro, everybody my target audience.
Everybody. I
You know
like
what I'm
that.
saying? Everybody's my target audience, because everybody like real music.
Yeah, man. Damn. FLAU'JAE Johnson, man. So much has happened since she was 16, 17. Now she's a whopping 19, you know what I'm My gosh, man. Listen, the Best of Both Worlds is dropping in August.
Yep.
Right? It's an EP. And in that, you're going to talk about, when you say the best of both worlds, what two worlds are we speaking of?
We're talking about the basketball world and the music world.
Okay.
But this is just to show them, like, yeah, you see me on the court, but, like, I'm the best at this too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is going to be a solid project. And it's going to be that one that's like, oh, okay, she got the best of both worlds. Like, Hannah Montana, like, she really, you know what I mean? Like,
Miley Cyrus.
Yeah, for sure. So I think, like, this is just like one of them stampers for me, because I feel like this is my best music. But I just keep making so much good music. But this is my, like, best music. I'm going to let you hear it. I'm going to send you the whole 8-pack.
Send it to me.
And oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
I just get so excited when I talk about it because this music, like, it's just been the ones that I've been holding on to, and I really want them to hear it, and I want them to understand, like, and I want them to feel what I felt when I recorded it, you know? And I know they will, so I'm just excited. Cause, like,
passionate, though. You're passionate about it. That's dope.
I'm itching for it to come out.
You're my favorite new artist.
Thank you.
I haven't even heard the album yet. You're my favorite new artist.
I'm so excited
She's
to hear it.
fun.
Yes.
Like, rap should be fun.
And at the same time, I want them to know I'm the best at this.
Yeah.
Word.
That's hip hop.
Yeah, it's the competitiveness.
Yes.
And you know what I'm saying? Like, it's the competitiveness, and I think I get that from basketball. I just get that from me, really. But if I'm going to do something, I'm going to be the best at it.
Yeah.
And if you don't think I'm the best, I'm going to remind you I'm the best. You know what I mean? So I think it's that type of thing. I love it.
We love you, man. FLAU'JAE Johnson, man. Come on, man. Ant in Florida. Go ahead, Ant.
Hey,
Ant, what's poppin', Ant?
What's going on, Sway? Hey, FLAU'JAE, hey, everybody. Good
What
morning.
up?
Yep.
I just wanted to say, FLAU'JAE, keep doing what you're doing, love. I think you're the first out of your generation that I actually heard speak it with using the words you use, the motivation, you got to keep going. Don't change who you are for nobody, for nothing, for no dollar sign, for nothing. Keep doing you.
For sure. Thank you so much.
Wow, that's great,
I
man.
appreciate it. That's love.
I mean, a lot of people come up here, though, and say they the best, or they want to be the best. They got bars and all of that kind of stuff. I hear that all the time. Fortunately, you said it back in the day, and I saw you do it. And I follow you on IG, and I watch you post a lot of the freestyles that you do. And do you do one takes, or you might do it and then do it again to make it better?
Like for my freestyle?
Yeah.
I go through all my takes. Like, I probably do 2 takes, and whichever one I like the best. But I usually like the first one because when you try to redo it, you try to make it better, and you try to mess up.
Yeah.
So. But like, man, I just like when I write these things, like that's the best part for me. Because a lot of my music is crazy. My music, I freestyle it. Like my music, I just go off the dome. But when I sit down and I write my freestyle and I'm able to think of bars, like, I love that because I feel like I'm really getting better at my craft. You know what I'm saying? Because you can edit it like almost you in the studio. Like, I don't like that word. Punch that out. You know what I'm saying? To that. So you're able to really put your best work out there, and that's why I love it. And it's so hard and it's so challenging because you got to remember a million lines.
Come on. Well, you're a national champion on that basketball court, and you're a hip hop champion in this room.
Thank you.
Okay, you knew where you was coming this morning, right? Listen, man, this is a celebration. It's a celebration. That's all that she's done since she came here last time.
Yep.
You really don't have anything left to prove as an MC. You did it when you came here the first time, and that freestyle went viral, and people around the world are seeing how talented you are. Equally as talented on that mic as you are on that court.
Crazy.
Which is pretty damn impressive. So this verse is a celebration verse.
That's right.
This is a come home verse right here. This is a come hither verse, right? And this is to let y'all know that we got a hyena in the
Look. Only the real gon' understand. For you it doesn't translate. Every beat I walk in dead, put it in a trance state. I sit on the floor and I show love cause I can't stand hate. Yeah, you going up, but you ain't make sure that your friends ate. But maybe I'm different. I don't care for the likes of the being the mention. I don't look for attention. I've been thinking about how I could get a commission. I've been handling business. I told my professor I need an extension. They ain't seeing the vision. I need me a ghost when I'm trying to go missing. Now they say I hate the world. You know how the blogs do. So I let the Tesla drive itself and say I carpool. Man, I made history, spinning heat like rotisserie. I am who they attempt to be. Coldest, you got to mention me. Artist of the century, I just made an epiphany. Run it is like a spit for me. Marathon, Nipsey, Crip in peace. I'm freestyling, you know that the beat wildin'. I'm trying to buy 3 islands. The kitchen got remodeled, battered in 3 toddlers. Put them in wheat collars. How you gon' get mad? Block me, then refollow her. I been in transition for a minute, took a fast break. They ain't got the balls to do it. I make sure my cash straight. I just went RuPaul and that new Rari had the drag race. They just want to smoke, but I just leave them on the ashtray. I seen find my legacy. Meantime, I made somebody else believe in they dream cause they seen mine. Come on, Sway.
You better talk that shit.
Come on.
What we doing? She could rap better than you and then dunk on you after the verse.
Different type of sunning.
Thank
on.
you.
I made you realize your dream from seeing me accomplish mine. What
Come
are
on.
you doing? Fuck. I wish I wrote that verse.
You know what? You know what?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, what you're witnessing is something you never witnessed before. You've never seen anything quite like this. A professional athlete on the collegiate level. A professional MC on the elite level. Welcome her to the game. Give it up to FLAU'JAE Johnson.
Wow,
Come on,
man.
true spitter. All you elite
That's so
spitters,
dope.
get with her.
Thank you.
Get with her. Make her an ally. Get with her now.
Wow.
Do those features. Whatever she wants, give it to her.
That's going on the page.
Okay, do it. Do those features. Incredible.
Thank you.
That's dope.
And you care.
Yes.
If they knew what we had to do to set that up, just momentarily, I can see you care. She care about this culture. It's not a vulture. She wants to excel in this culture and motivate people. That's why this culture was built. Disenfranchised people motivating and inspiring others. In the tradition of hip-hop. 50-year anniversary.
Yep.
50-year anniversary of hip-hop, and you keeping the tradition going strong. I want to
Beautiful.
thank you for coming home to us.
Thank you.
Absolutely. FLAU'JAE Johnson, it's incredible.
Thank you so
Incredible.
much.
Your conversation is incredible. Your vision is incredible. You definitely have a support base with us, okay?
Thank you so much.
All right.
Real.
Absolutely.
And I'll get to the LSU game.
Most them. They gonna be lit this year.
Okay, we going to be in there, motherfucker, man. Give a big round of applause and the whole team. I
Yes.
can't wait to hear Best of Both Worlds dropping in August. Big 4 Anthem is out now.
Let's go.
FLAU'JAE, how can they reach you?
Man, on all my social media at FLAU'JAE, FLAUJAE. Y'all can hit me on there.
There you go.